Hi everybody, Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is. Rambunctious. What does this adjective rambunctious mean? It means, loud and disorderly, noisy, very difficult to control, disruptive. It's an energy of kind of wild, uncontrolled disruption. It used to apply to men, but it underwent, like, imagine a bar fight where nobody dies. That kind of behavior, but it had a semantic drift over time, and today we use it primarily to refer to, say, a crowd at a party, a celebration, a sporting event, or children. Really, most often you hear children referred to as rambunctious, and indeed they certainly have energy that can be noisy and loud and uncontrollable. Now, according to the OED, it first shows up in 1830 in the Boston Evening Transcript. And its origin is colloquial English. So actually, it's an Americanism. It's English, of course, but it's an Americanism that we invented along with squatulate, hornswoggle, highfalutin, all of those types of words. The things that show up in Mark Twain and old westerns, because it is associated with populism and the opening of the West for white folks. It also was used a lot to describe politicians, and not necessarily in a good way. So how can we use rambunctious today? How about this? The crowd at the sporting event became rambunctious when they lost the title, but it didn't turn violent. Okay, or how about this? Rambunctious kids in the classroom is a normal thing. And when teachers are allowed to control them or kick them out, everything is fine. It's when they're not allowed to do that we have an issue. Okay, I mean, really, kids are going to be rambunctious. That's their nature. And finally, my own personal rambunctious. I think we all should get pretty frickin' rambunctious right now, as Americans, as folks who live here. Whether you're a citizen or not, it doesn't matter, because if we don't get rambunctious, how are we going to be louder than the dark money in Washington, D.C.? And speaking of dark money, suppose you wanted to read a book about dark money. You might want to read this one by Sorkin called Too Big to Fail. This is a story about how the politicians and the banks and the hedge fund managers busted the whole economy in 2008, something that many of us have never recovered from. If you want to buy a book like this, Too Big to Fail, don't buy it from the big boys, that one big boy in particular. And let's support independent booksellers by clicking above or below at bookshop.org/shop/word of the day, and I'll see you later.